tutorial, I'll train you on use of fonts in CSS. So, we'll divide our tutorial into 3 parts. We'll be looking at fonts, we'll look at text, and we'll also look at colors. So, first part, we'll look at colors. Colors. So, in colors, we'll discuss into 3 parts. We'll look at the background color into 2 parts. We'll look at background color. We'll also look at text color. Colors will discuss background colors. Look at background. How to insert background color. We'll also look at how to insert text color. So let's have an example on this. So when you want to insert a background color, let's say your paragraph, then you can have, this is my paragraph, then you can just say okay. Then you just go to your browser, you just refresh. Now this is a background color. That's how you insert a background color. Then we can have, or you can insert a background color into a body part, So if we want to include background to the body part, to the whole page, now you'll just have to say style. You can have it as gray. So just go to your, then you just refresh. See now the background color changed to gray. The background color of the page just changed to gray. Now the other part we'll be looking at is how to insert text colors. This is a color that is applied to only to a single line in your HTML. So let's have paragraph here. Then you say this is my sentence. This is my sentence in a HTML page. Say color. You can just say it is red. So just go to your browser, then you just refresh. See now your sentence appears in red color. So the other part of our tutorial today we'll be looking at is fonts. In this part we'll discuss font size, we'll discuss font weight for the family. I'll also discuss font style, then for the variant, then we end up with font size. Now let's start. First thing will include a font size. Font size determines, or font size, what you call font size. Font size now determines the size of the characters. The size of the characters. Now we can have an example here. We can have, this is my paragraph. This is my paragraph. We can have it in a different style. So let's have style. Okay. Font size, can have it as 30 pixel. Then you can just use it as, can have 5px. Now let's see the difference now, the two sentences. Okay, let's have a look at this. You see now, this one is bigger. This is 30 pixel. This is 5 pixel. That's a difference. The font sizes. Now the other part we'll be looking at is something else we call font weight. Font weight now determines the weight, or the weight of the characters. We can have it as bold, you can have it as dark, light, you can also determine the weight of your characters. Now let's have this is my paragraph. You can have, let's say, style, and you can just have font weight. You can have it as, so you can choose between this one, 100 bold, so you can have bold. Then we just have another one here. You can have it as lighter. You can have it as lighter. Then the other part, you can have, this is my paragraph. Okay. Just that way. So let's see the difference now. Let's refresh outside. Let's see the difference. You see now, this one is more darker than this one, and this one, they are the same, because this one is lighter, and then this one is just normal one, the default one. So this is more darker. So that's how you apply font weight. The other part we'll be looking at is something else we call font family. Font family now. Okay. We have various font families in a computer, that are used in a computer or just used in a HTML. So you have various, you can learn more about in our website www.learntakifilo.com. You can learn more about our font families. So let's see how you apply a font family. This is my paragraph. You can have style, then you can have your various and very many font families you can choose from. These are the various font families you can choose from. So let's have done. You can have that one. Then you just go to your browser, just refresh. Now this is style. Now you can use another style. Let's say you have this one, then you just copy paste, then you use some different. You can use that one. Just go to your browser, then you refresh. See, this now they are very different. This is in Vedana, this is in Harry. So those are two different Ford families that you can use. There are very many Ford families you can use. So the other part we'll be looking into our tutorial today is called Ford style. Ford style is where you can specify whether your characters will be in italics, can it be normal, or can it be just oblique. So let's have okay, can I have style just to say Ford style. So you can have either italics, normal, or oblique. Let's have italics. Then you can have normal. So those are the two. So I say that this now is in italics and this is a normal text. This is a normal text and this one is in italics. You see the difference now? Then the other part we'll be looking at is something else we call Ford variant. Ford variant is whereby you can change your text into either small caps to upper cases or just be normal. So let's have an example here. You can have an example here. Okay, here you can have style. You can have style, then you just have to say this is Ford variant. You can have it as small caps. Then you can have the other one. You can have it as normal. Okay, let's refresh aside and see how it appears. You see now, it appears in uppercases. This is my heading. And the other one says this is my heading. You see the difference now? This is a normal text and this is now is in small caps. Now the other part or the last part of our tutorial today will discuss on test. Whereby we'll discuss test direction, we'll discuss test spacing, we'll discuss test alignment, then lastly we'll discuss test decoration, then test shadow and test transform. Now let's start with test transform. Just go to our, then you start with okay, just go here and you just say this is my test you can have text transform. Text transform is whereby you can change your text into either, you can capitalize, you can change it to lower cases, you can change it to upper cases, you can change it, so we'll have into different cases here. So you can have it as capitalized, whereby each letter of each word will appear in capital letters. Then you can have it into different cases. Now here, now you can just have it as into uppercase. Now let's see how they appear. See now, this one, each letter is capitalized, each first letter is capitalized. Then this one appears in small letters. Then this one appears in capital letters. That's how you do text transform. The other part we'll be looking at is something else we call text decoration. Now in text decoration, we'll discuss how you can put abstract through, how you can apply break, overline, line through, and also underline, how you can underline your text. Now let's have an example here. This is my paragraph. Okay, you can have underline, Now you can have it into various cases. Case 1, you can have overline, you can have something else. Line through. Now let's refresh the site and see how it appears. Now you see, first one you can have is underline, this one has a overline, then this one has a strike through. You see now how it appearing. So now the other part we'll be discussing on is something else we call text shadow. Text shadow. Now you can have text shadowless. New shader. So you can have style. you can say test shadow. Can have test shadow, whereby you'll have is you can just put it into x 3x, just to say blue. You specify the color of the shadow. Just to refresh and see how it appears. Now you see. This one is just the pixel to the right, to the top, to the right, and to the bottom. Then you specify the color. You don't need even to put one for the left side. You just need to put on the right. Then to the top and to the bottom, you specify the pixel for the colors. Then you put the colors. Then the other part we'll be looking at today is something else we call test alignment. A small paragraph. So test alignment, you can have it into four different ways, into four different cases. So you can have it as at the center, at the left, the right, and you can have justify. So you can have it as the center. The test will be aligned at the center. So you can have it as right. You can have it as right, left. Then you can have it as justify. Just go to your browser, then you just refresh. See now, this one is aligned at the center, this one is aligned at the left, right, and justify. Now, the other part and our last part we'll be looking at is test spacing. Test spacing now is whereby you use test spacing. We have test spacing and character spacing. Now, test spacing will look at test letter spacing and the word spacing. Now, the spaces between the each word. This is a 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 word. Now we'll have also letter spacing, whereby this is a letter. This is a letter. This is a letter. So you can specify each. So you can have style. Then you just specify. Okay. You can have letter spacing. You can set it to 5px. Then the other one is word spacing. Word spacing. Now you can have refresh outside and see how it appears. Now this is the spaces between each letter. This is my paragraph in HTML. Then the spaces between the words. This is per pixel. Then this is, so that's how you separate words and also letters in HTML file. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you understand the use of words in CSS. You can visit our website www. www.learntechphilo. Remember to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you guys for watching.